yeah, I forgot. $275. I thought maybe there was something else with the dog that you mentioned about. Yeah, I remember now. I remember. I thought maybe there was something else with the actual dog that got you also in the doghouse. So, my bad. Come on, Hoover. Speaking of that, there's Sergeant Hoover. You gonna stick your tongue out at him? You waiting to go? Yeah? Here's the true boss. We'll actually show you the real boss of the truck. Say hi, Hoof. Say bye. Come here, Gabs. Here's the real boss of the truck. The Bossy Gabby. The real boss, Gabby, yep. She complains about everything. You're fine, Gabby. You ain't going anywhere. I got you. See? See? Say hello to everybody. See everybody? See? Yep. Believe it or not, they're father and daughter. We actually, when Gabby's mother was pregnant and had, this would have been the last litter that her mother had. We all put stipulations on anybody that adopted the dogs, that if they didn't want the dog had to come back to us. So Hoover is actually a big, proud daddy. He's got probably well over, no, he's got more than that. Three litters of 6.
24.
And then a litter of another 4.
28.
So 28 dogs Hoover has for kids. But Gabby, she ended up going to one person, the first person, and did not get along with her dog at all. So we brought her back, got her back, and basically then somebody else that was at the company, they ended up adopting her, and she had her for at least a good couple years, and then she ended up basically not being home, and we knew the other person that had the dog, and we talked to her before we got Gabby back, and she agreed that it was best that we get Gabby back. So that's how we got Gabby back, and I wasn't letting her go after that. So she's been with Dad here for a good solid 4 years, 5 years. No, it's been longer than that. Probably close to, yeah, about 7 years. And so we've had her since then. And basically, Hoover's more or less the bigger travel companion than what Gabby is. Yeah, Hoover was the most travel companion. And Gabby does not like going by herself. So for the most part, Gabby doesn't have as many miles underneath her collar as Hoover does. Hoover has at least about maybe 400,000 miles underneath his collar, where Gabby's probably got maybe 200,000. But yep, these are our puppies. These are the ones that go with us. Tiger Play, good to see you. Welcome joining us on Twitch. Yep, that's right. She was meant to be with you. And then, believe it or not, she acts a lot like her mother in many of ways. The only thing that she does differently is she'll kind of like do the roo. And so that's one thing that she does. Other than having sonar ears, It can be really quiet in the house, and one little thing startles her up. So that's pretty much sonar ears. But with big cute ears like that, why wouldn't you not have sonar ears? Hoover, on the other hand, he's more or less happy if he's underneath a blanket or curled up next to us, one way or the other. But for the most part, he's content with that. So, yep. Sergeant Hoover, and you might as well say Colonel Gabby. Colonel Bossy Gabby. And a lot of times when you hear her barking actually in the background, that's because her sonar ears are definitely working. I don't even think the military could hire a better radar than hers. All right, Hoover.
Here's that white one.
Yeah, that white one's coming through here pretty soon. As much time as I spent with the mutt, I add a guest site to the doghouse, or dog suite to the doghouse. So does that mean you shared a spot in the shop there, Gerald? And Hoover basically got his name because it basically was that when I got him as a puppy. His nose was like down to the ground, and we were canning corn at that time, and everything that was falling on the floor he was picking up. So he definitely earned his name of being called Hoover. Come on. Yeah, you gotta be up by Dad's lap. So yeah, that's how Hoover ended up getting his name. And then Sergeant Tom was the one that renamed him Sergeant. And so now we got it as Sergeant Hoover. But the one thing we kind of wanted to do, but we've never gotten around to it. We've been looking if we were going to breed Gabby yet. This would be her only in one time, because obviously dogs don't last forever. And so if we wanted to have one of her puppies to carry on, we definitely wanted to have one carry on. But we've had no time to actually look for somebody for a stud service out of the state, because with that many puppies being around in state, you don't want to take a chance of crossbreeding. So it would have had to be somebody that would have been from another state.
Come on, Hoover. Let's go eat.
Go eat, Hoover. Go eat. Go pay Mom. Good to see you, Red. But yeah, those are our little balls of joy. I've always had dogs growing up. I had a border husky, or not a... I've had a border collie in my life too, so I definitely know how good of a dog they are. You want me to camera that one? We'll show you how spoiled she is. You want fries with that, Gabby? that is what you call a spoiled dog. And sometimes that's the only way she eats. I've actually had